You never know what you'll find in the universe of my mind. Okay, it's time to flip through my junk journal July because I just finished it. As you can see, it got kind of chunky, and it doesn't really want to close anymore. But I kind of love it. And it's got a long dangle here. That page that's for is towards the end. But of course my battery's flashing at me. So I just made a braid with some yarn and a loop so that I could keep it from doing that. But it's kind of neat looking in my opinion. But that is my one complaint. It got really hard, especially towards the end. It got really hard to work in it because I kept wanting to put more and more in it, and I didn't even put everything I wanted to put in it. But anyway, so yeah, I guess I'll need to start a new one soon, probably. Okay, so I made the journal. I do have a video of me doing part of the process. I didn't record the whole thing, but anyway, this is going to be hard to film just because of the way it is. So, okay, so there's the cover. And I don't know if how much detail I'm gonna go into because we'll be here forever, but I've been using up a lot of stuff that I've had in my stash for a long time. And it's been wonderful to do that. So I started it on July 12th, which was kind of late because the challenge started on the 1st, of course, because it was a junk journal July prompt list thing. But I just wanted something in the window, but so that's what I did. And it's really hard to, oh, I guess I did tack that down. Okay. And there's a Care Bear there. So the prompt for day 1 was good vibes only, and so this is Happy Planet. It was from a drink container. I can't remember what kind of drink it was, but anyway, it was a plastic container. And so Care Bears give good vibes, and this is nearly impossible. This is one of my favorite pages, and it's mostly because it's so simple. It's a magazine image on a label, and I made the lips and eyes with Sharpie marker, and this was for the prompt pop of color. And then just because it went so well with it, I put this packaging on there because I couldn't let go of the packaging because I thought it was beautiful. And then I just stuck a thing in there just because. And so this tag has some homemade washi tape that someone sent me. I can't remember who it was, but someone gave it to me, and so I did my journaling on there. And it kind of tucks in there and kind of works with the white there. So I tried to do that. I tried to make the pages work well with each other as much as I could. And the next prompt was negative space. So I took something kind of like this, not exactly this. This is a fashion plate. Anyway, something kind of like this, and cut it out so that I would have a sort of like a mask or a stencil type of thing, and so you can kind of see her silhouette there, and had a punch of a dog, a poodle, and I put it there at her feet. And this, I made that a very long time ago, and I don't even remember why I made it or what I had planned on doing with it or whatever, but I kind of liked it, but so I kept it, but I never knew what to do with it until now. And then had that mirror sticker thing, and this flower punch out, just it kind of fit perfectly. So and then the next prompt was tickets and tags, or tags and tickets, I guess. And so I just put a bunch of tickets and tags that I thought were pretty. And then this is a tag as well, and that's a chipboard button and a sticker. I wonder if the camera will pick it up. It's a 3D. There, you kind of can see it there. He's a 3D Pegasus sticker. And then that's I think the restaurant name is Cora's. I can't quite remember, but I've had that a long time too. And then just a patch that I had, and this one's not for a prompt. It's just because I had an envelope in the junk journal and I wanted to put something on the envelope. And then this was a coaster from a pub from back home. And then this, I don't even know where this came from, but it's quite beautiful in my opinion. I can't remember who gave it to me, where it came from, but it's quite special and it's quite beautiful. And I didn't really have anywhere to keep it or put it until now. And so I just slid it in this envelope, and these little envelopes were given to me as well, and I had been hoarding them, and I finally using them. And that punch out from the negative space prompt, I put him on the finger, and I thought that was adorable. Stickers. Just some old stickers. Some of them are junk mail stickers or promotional type stickers or whatever. Lisa Frank one. And then the next prompt was fold out. So I did a whole great big thing here, and it's probably not all gonna fit in frame. And I mean, it's not my favorite thing in the journal, but I do kind of like it still. These were handmade fabric stickers. Again, I can't remember who gave them to me, but I did like them a bunch. Had been hoarding them. So there's okay, this is going to be a little bit tricky because I'm one-handed. Because I'm using my phone to film this. But I'm editing my flip through and I realized that I didn't show you the full fold out thing because I forgot to show you this part. There's a patches and there's an envelope in here with a beautiful tag in it. Clothing tag. And there's some birds. And then the rest I did show you. So this isn't for a prompt, this was just because I had a page there. I did some journaling back here, but it's just some stickers to fill these pages. More just filling the pages and pockets with stickers and things that I had. This I know where it came from. It was from Jenny Belly, Inspiration Station. And inside this pocket I have the prompts list. So I put some stickers on the outside. And if I can open it. As I completed a prompt, I would add a sticker or two to indicate it. And in some cases, like this one, framed, for example, I tried to kind of match the prompt. And here, interactive. And tucked away in maximalism. That one kind of works for both of those. And photograph. It's not really a photograph, but kind of works. Pockets. And so yeah. So that one just lives in there. And then that was from a sticker packet and the packaging, and this was given to me. I think it's a stamped bird on some scrapbooking paper. It says, "Nature is pleased with simplicity, Sir Isaac Newton." And this prompt was layers on layers. So you probably can't really tell, but there are several layers of papers and washi tapes and tissue papers and stamping and etc. So there are layers on layers, but I don't know how well you can tell that, but anyway. And then these were blank, and I just finished them up. that's mostly there to protect stuff, but this little bit here is kind of pretty in my opinion. And got some rub-ons and some old stickers that I had in my stash that I had never used. And then it kind of worked out that the next prompt was framed. And that's what I had done for that prompt. That's a patch inside the frame, and that's a sticker. And then I put that to hold it down to do my journaling, to hold it closed. And then these two are not for a prompt. And this prompt was brown paper, so I had brown stickers and brown papers of different sorts. This is tricky. It's, in my opinion, it's pretty, but it's hard to, there. Maybe I can show you now. There. So yeah, I guess I probably tried to put too much in this one. I probably should have had just 2 signatures or something, but anyway. Okay, and this prompt was balance. Just filling in some blank spaces with some stickers and whatnot. This one was stripped back, I think. Yeah, stripped back. Oh. And is that Opus or is it Bill? I can't remember. Anyway. Paper samples. So there's some there. So made a pocket out of tags and then I just kind of tuck them in. I guess it's more of a tuck spot than a pocket. And then in here I have more paper samples from the paper pads. And then there's a paper doily sample. And on the back of this one, there's more paper samples of corrugated paper. And those are more paper samples of scrapbooking paper. And then just some chipboard sticker and other special stickers. This doesn't really feel finished, but I don't really know what else to do, so I'm probably just going to leave it. And then this one was This prompt was grateful, I think. Gratitude. Gratitude was the prompt. And so I just wrote about things I was grateful for, and this, I don't love how this, I like this, but I don't love how this whole thing came out, but that's okay. Had this in my stash for a long time. It came off a gift that Franklin got from work, and stuff, and just, yeah, just a bunch of, it says thanks a bunch, but I kind of messed up when I put this on, but anyway. And then I put some fashion type things here. Because this prompt was details, and so I gave her a bunch of details. I gave her yarn hair, a necklace, and some tattoos, and she's framed, and her background has some wallpaper and stuff, so it's more detailed than I usually do. Oh, and her top is made from washi tape, and so she's got some details. And it just seemed like it made sense to do some fashion type stuff, or some ladies on this side, just because I had that paper in my stash and stuff. So this prompt was torn. Well, that's just so that there would be something to look through there, and it says "Seize the Day" on the piece of washi tape. Love that tag. It was from a pair of earrings, I think. And then this was just to fill an empty spot, and I got it tucked away, because this prompt is tucked away, so I tucked this there too. It's mittens and hats and socks that are special. Anyway, that was the tag that came with them, and I just put that there. And then this card was, we had gone to an event at a special cinema. It was a drunken cinema thing where each attendee got one of these cards, and during the movie, anytime they said whatever it said on your card, you were supposed to drink. I didn't do it. Franklin didn't do it either. But we still had the card, so anyway. And then did my journaling there for tucked away. And then, so originally I was going to tuck this in, but I decided to tuck these cards in there instead. They're from a High Flyer. It's a card game. Whoops, sorry. They're from a card game called High Flyer, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever play it. So I tucked those in, and I tucked these things in too, because I've had these in my stash for a long time. I think they were on ice cream treats or something, or yeah, I can't remember where they came from. I I don't know what that one came from. I don't know where this came from, but it seemed like the perfect kind of thing to just kind of tuck away. So I did it. And then, oh, and this is my favorite page in the whole thing. And the prompt was maximalism. And there's that, and then there's a pop-up. And just a whole lot of butterflies. This was just to fill in a blank page, and I didn't want to risk messing up this page, so I just put some washi tape there, and then kind of did a similar thing on this side, just some washi tape and a couple of stickers. This too was just to fill in some blank space. And then this prompt was for favorite supply. Now, it's probably supposed to be favorite junk journaling supply, but I just did my go-to favorite is colored pencil for art journaling, and this was my first time actually doing any kind of junk journaling for more than just an attempt. In general, my favorite creative supply is colored pencil, and so I did some of my shavings and trapped them in some packing tape. And for junk journaling, I found that like odd bits of packaging and anything for either type of journaling, anything script or anything script and butterflies and stickers, but it wasn't plural, so I highlighted my colored pencils as my #1 favorite, but listed a few other ones. Anyway, and then I just kind of do this and hold it in place with a paper clip. And then the next prompt was pause. P-A-U-S-E, not pause. But yeah. So sometimes we just need to pause a while and reflect on things, or to just appreciate the moment. So yeah, that kind of goes with her. And then sometimes I wish I could just press the pause button on life, because it goes too fast. But yeah. And then the next prompt was interactive, and so I'll show you. So this guy, okay, hold on. How am I going to do this? This guy, he doesn't come out, but his ears, so you can play with his ears, and he can hide them behind himself. And then this guy, this guy has movable limbs. So, and that's an idea for you. If you don't have brads, you don't need them. You can just use some yarn and knot the pieces, and there you go. But he also, and this one's a little bit trickier. It doesn't work as well as I had hoped it would, but his thingy, I don't even know what that's called, but his thingy can shrink or grow. And these are friendly alien critters, by the way. And then he just kind of tucks his hand in the land thingy, and his foot back there, and this heel in there, and I can't remember if I had that tucked back there or not. And then this feller, he's the first one I made. He just kind of moves around. And then he just kind of tucks himself back there. So that was another one of my favorite prompts. It was fun to work on. And then I put my journaling back there. There. It's supposed to be hidden like that. There you go. And then the next prompt was letter to yourself. So I had this piece from a magazine, and then those are there because I have my address on there, on both of them. And then P, that's my letter. P for perfect, and my name, and because I'm Phoebe. And anyway, a heartfelt letter, piece of a magazine, a used stamp that I just kind of stuck there, and then I do have a letter to myself in there, but I'm not gonna get it out. And then a sticker from my pen paling days. That was an address label. The address was here under him. Still have a bunch of those. And then this prompt was contrast. So just yellow and black, and then pop some color. I had a hard time coming up with something for this one, and I'm not sure I like it exactly, but whatever. A type of tape, it's almost rubbery. It almost feels like a balloon. It's weird stuff. Anyway, and then the next prompt was pockets. So I put some critters in some pockets and did some journaling in this pocket. And this one was overlap. So the butterfly overlaps, and there are a few layers of the tulips, but you can't really tell. But the tulips came from Kleenex boxes, and then because you can't really tell that those are overlapping, I did this one too. And so that was for day 23. This one was very vintage. So it's a little folio thing, I guess, or something. And I just found some things that made me think they might be kind of vintage and glued them on in a little bit of a collage-like thing. And found some lacy stickers from Dollar Tree. The keys are from scrapbooking paper, so are those images. Sales flyer, scrapbook paper, and more of the lacy sticker, and the sticker that, I don't know, it kind of seems vintage-ish. And then it just kind of tucks there on that pocket. And then under that there's a sticker, and just filling up some space again on the envelope. Just some old stickers and things. And then what was that prompt again? Photograph. This prompt was photograph, and I happened to find this picture amongst my stash, so I just used it just because it was, I wanted to use up stuff as much as I could in this journal. So I stuck that down, and then I tried to make some faux photo corners. Didn't work out too well. I used foil tape to do it, but it didn't work too good. And then I just used stuff that, like stickers that had something to do with eye exams or glasses or something. And so yeah, that's, like I said, I'm not overly, I don't love every page in this journal, but I did really enjoy doing the prompts and using my stuff from my stash. And yeah, so this prompt was cozy. So this is Solna, my cat, our cat, and she's snoozing away on my lap. And then a warm hug squirrel, and that's the same squirrel grown up. He was in a magazine article. And then this is my sister's dog Mina. It's her new puppy. And so is this. And I hope that was okay, Max. And then that is from those images are from a magazine, and so is that one. That wasn't giving me, oh, that's because that goes like that. There you go. Okay, and then the next prompt was postcard. So you never know what you'll find here at Phoebe's World. And so had these, I have a stack of these postcard they're kind of like a sticker, like so it has this back, and then you peel the front to stick your image on. And so I made some show up friendly alien critters, and that's my postcard. And then I used an old seal, and I used stamp, and a pretend address. Send to Phoebe's Junk Journal, July, on a page or in a pocket. So it's kind of both. It's in a page, it's on a page, and in a tuck spot type pocket. And there's a sticker on that tag. That tag was also something that I found in my stash that I had started making a long time ago. And then this is the one that has the big dangle on it, big long dangle on it, and it was, the prompt was upcycled. So though that is from a takeout container, this was an earring, and so were those. And I don't know what, I can't remember what that comes from, some kind of produce mesh bag thing. And then these flowers are made from bottle caps. And then there's like, that's a butterfly clip for your hair. And just a lot of stuff. And it's tangled, of course, but it's okay. And then just a broken bead, and another bead that's in good shape, and then a random spring. A random spring that came from a pen, I think. And this one here, I had glued on a button or something. Sorry, I keep forgetting that the lighting is not letting you see. I had glued on a button with hot glue, and then I decided I didn't want it on the project it was on, and so I peeled the glue off, and I was left with this, and I thought it looked really neat. Looks kind of like a flower, so I attached it to my dangle here. So that was what I did for upcycled. And I mean, really the whole journal is kind of upcycled, but, and this was for playlist, and I didn't really do anything too special. I just went on my Smule, which is it's a karaoke app on my phone, and I wrote down the playlist that I have on there for the songs I did solo, because you can sing with other people on there. And so yeah, I didn't do anything too overly special for that. I just wrote a playlist down and tucked it in there, put some stickers on there. And this is an embossing folder. And then the next prompt was in the garden. and that's my mother-in-law and sister-in-law, and then some various stickers. And I know that the proportion is all wrong, but I still like it. So yeah, they're literally in a garden, so I thought it was perfect for the prompt. And so yeah, I just put some stickers and things in there. They were picking peas from my sister-in-law's garden. And then the next prompt was nostalgia, and this was the last one, the last prompt. So for nostalgia, this kind of reminds me of the 70s, and I was born in 1973. So scratch and sniff stickers with familiar things like Pac-Man and Smurfs, a record, and Lisa Frank stickers. I loved stickers. I just journaled about a bunch of things that these stickers and things remind me of. My sister used to come visit and bring me things like these stickers, and my favorite brands were Sandy Lion and Lisa Frank at the time. And my sister would bring me these kinds of seals as well. And then some of the cartoons I would watch, Garfield, and I put this seal in there because it reminds me of a drawing I might have done at that time. I mean, not exactly, but close enough. And then another Garfield scratch and sniff, lasagna. Another scratch and sniff, dill pickle and Lisa Frank, and another one of my labels. And Kool-Aid. I drank lots of Kool-Aid and other types of drink mixes. So that's what I did for nostalgia, and I tucked it back there. And then this tag, I kept it simple. The tag was already like painted like that, and I just stuck a sticker on it and did some journaling on the back. And it was perfect because it matches the journal. I suppose I could put a sticker there or something. I just left it like that. And then the back has some I think maybe I better tack that down better because it's probably going to fall off. But yeah, there you go. I suppose I could put dangly things from there too, but I kind of like how simple it looks. Kind of like the simplicity of it. So I'm probably going to leave that be. But I think maybe I will find a sticker to put back there. But there you go. That's my Junk Journal July. Someone wants to say something. You want to say hi to the peeps? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's right. So it doesn't really make sense that she's kind of floating there without her magic carpet, but there's Jasmine. I just stuck that there. And I'm happy enough with it. So. Okay, and then because I'm kind of backwards about stuff, this wraps around like that, and then I try to go in the middle of the things, and then I hook it here. And let it be. I could shorten it, I suppose, now that I know the length I need, but